Hello, hello. Welcome to the Thriving Authors Summit. My name is Dallas Woodburn. I am your host, and I am just so delighted to have you here. Thank you so much for signing up to spend some time with me and our 19 other amazing experts this week, diving into the entire process of birthing your book, everything from writing to editing to publishing to marketing. I just could not be more excited to be sharing these amazing 20 sessions with you this week. I just have learned so much from our guest speakers myself, and I just know that you're going to come away with so many nuggets to move you forward, ideas, inspiration. And I also just really hope that you feel kind of nestled and supported in this sense of community, just knowing that you're not alone in this, that you have this fire inside of you, that you want to write a book, and you are not alone in that. There are others out there with you. You have this community of other sister writers who are on that journey with you. I think writing a book is like running a marathon. It can feel so singular, and we all have our own journey that we're going on, and we all have to kind of dig deep within ourselves to make it to the finish line. It's a transformational process. I always say to my clients, you will not be the same person at page one as you are at the end of your book, just like through doing something huge, this huge physical task like running a marathon. You're different at the finish line than you were when you first started. You've like proven to yourself that you can do this crazy hard thing. But I also love imagining, if you've ever been to a marathon, whether you run one yourself or if you watch one on TV or you've been a spectator at one, like it's just an amazing image to think about all of these, singular runners who are all on their own journey to the finish line of the marathon. But when you look out at the runners, it's like this crowd of people running together. And so that's really what I like to think of us on our book writing journeys. We're all on our own singular journeys. We all have our own beautifully unique books inside of us, but we're not alone. We're like together, this beautiful momentum moving us forward. So I really hope you feel that this week as part of the summit. I just wanted to share some like little nitty gritty details that you'll see every day. There will be sessions posted here in the Facebook group for all of our speaker sessions. And you will be getting an email every day as well that has links to all of the sessions and a description of each of the sessions. And you'll see underneath each video, there are links to connecting with our speakers and also links to access the free gifts that they are generously offering. So I really encourage you to take advantage of that, to connect with our speakers. And you please feel free to comment if you have questions, if you want to ask our speakers something, or even just like thank them or share something that they said that really resonated with you. Please share in the comments below each video. And myself and our speakers will be checking back throughout to respond to those. It's really a way for us to kind of come together and engage and interact with each other during this week of the summit. And so that is one thing I really want to encourage you to do. And I would also love to hear if you have certain takeaways or action steps from each session. Like, what is a big takeaway that you want to remember from this session? And what is an action step that you can take, even starting today, a small action step that you can take based on what you learned from this session to move your writing forward? So those are two small questions you can ask yourself at the end of each day or at the end of each session that you watch to really help you kind of take all that you're learning, all of these beautiful, ideas and nuggets of wisdom, really to take those. And the important step is to implement them into your writing. So to really like move forward from just learning to then implementing to really make a change, to make an impact in your writing life itself. The other little, I guess, like housekeeping thing is just a reminder that there's no rush with this summit. So these sessions, these recordings are going to be available to you. And so you don't like, even after the summit's over. And so you don't have to feel like you have to rush and watch everything this week. You don't have to watch all of the sessions each day that they are released. You have some time, you have some space, like you can take a deep breath and go at your own pace and really just watch the ones that you feel most drawn to first and that resonate most with where you are in your journey. And just don't feel like you have to rush through and gobble up this entire feast in one sitting. You have time. This is like a beautiful buffet that you can kind of pick and choose from what would be most helpful for you in this season. And just to know that you're going to have access to these moving forward. So one way I really wanted to make this Thriving Authors Summit different from some other events that I've attended, both in person and virtually, is there sometimes is this like time crunch, this pressure of, oh my gosh, I need to like clear out my whole schedule this week, cancel all my meetings, and just like spend all my time trying to soak in all of this wisdom, this kind of like fear of missing out. What if I'm not able to attend everything? But so I really wanted to make these recordings available to you even after this week of the summit is over. So just you have time and space to kind of go at your own pace. But I will say that those free gifts for all of the speakers, they often do have a time crunch. They do have a deadline. So I would encourage you to really look at those and take advantage of those sooner rather than later, because those are not going to be around forever. Those do, a lot of those do expire at a certain point. So I really look forward to hearing about your takeaways, your insights, your gems from this summit. So please leave them in the comments below. You can also always email me at dallaswoodburn@gmail.com to share any takeaways with me. And I'm just so excited to share this week with you. I am so happy you're here. And here's to all of us, not just being published authors. That is the dream, right? To be published authors. But I think it's important to focus on so much more than that. I don't want you to just be a published author. I want you to be a thriving author. I want you to feel so confident in the book and the ideas that you're sharing with the world. I want you to just feel so at peace and so free and so rejuvenated with your creative practice and with your writing. And so here's to being thriving authors. Let's go on this journey together.